Overdose trip and near-death. Crack and beta blocker trip report from Arrowhead. Posted by user, Sans77. Published on August 8, 2005. Gender, male. Body weight, 75 kilograms. Just wanted to put down this terrifying experience. As a semi-experienced injector of drugs, I bought on a Friday night some time ago 3 nuggets of crack cocaine and some horse for after. Normally I would dissolve 2 nuggets of crack with some citric acid in a spoon and shoot it, but for some reason I decided on this night to try 3 nuggets, 0.7 gram. 2 would always get me a nice rush and this metallic sound effect for 5 minutes. As a safety precaution and because I read somewhere that cocaine raises blood pressure and contracts blood vessels, I decided to take a beta blocker beforehand. I think I am very lucky I did. As soon as I injected, I felt I was going too fast and way past my beloved metallic sound effects. I tried to lie down and ride it, but everything before my eyes turned intensely yellow and then I noticed my arms flying in front of my face. I didn't intend to start shadowboxing. Fuck, I am having some sort of seizure and my arms are just spastically flapping. After this I am suddenly no longer in my room but in some sort of yellow space and I am standing on the other side of an abyss with a lot of human shadows on the other side and I am convinced I have to jump over to get back to life, etc. In my trip I end up having to make myself real, then create a diving board to jump over to the other people which then become real. I mean they get bodies and faces and shit, and then I understand creation, talk to God. Think I will be eternally punished, no I get to go back to this reality, etc. etc. It was like an intense LSD trip with a shitload of speed or something. Suddenly I am back in my room, I am panting like an idiot, tears are running down my face. Much later I discover my bed covered in blood from the syringe and 2 massive wounds on the inside of my cheeks which I apparently was biting on while convulsing. Scariest thing I have done so far in this life. I think I was saved by the beta blocker, or else I am sure I would have had a heart attack or a brain aneurysm or something. And I didn't know cocaine could make me convulse and trip in a sufficient dose. P.S. I am sure what I shot was very pure crack cocaine and not something else that could make me trip. Amsterdam, the Netherlands.
Ringing and it wasn't the school bell. Trip report posted by user Bully on Arrowhead. Gender, male. Age at the time of experience, 15. I am now 15 and I have been smoking marijuana for about 2 years now. I have tried other drugs such as cocaine, GHB, shrooms, and ice. Even though some drugs gave me a very intense trip, I will never forget my trip on crack cocaine. Well, it started off one day when I went to school and every morning me and a friend smoke at least a bowl of some pretty good bud. Well, this one day my friend had packed a bowl and sprinkled some crack in it without me knowing. Well, after a few hits I heard the crackling a lot and I asked my friend what was up with his weed. He told me he spiked it with crack so that we could trip hard at school that day. Me being me, I had no problem with this. In fact, I was thrilled. At first, I just felt the usual stoned high from bud. But maybe 5 minutes later, after smoking the bowl, while I was in class already, my heart started pounding fast and I could hear every beat so clearly. All of a sudden the beating stopped and my ears rang so loud, I was cracked out. I didn't even feel stoned anymore but not wired either. I only felt anxious but nothing special. Even though I was very scared at the time and while experiencing it I really didn't like it. After it wore off I needed more.